to the Ladder Factory studio in Shrivenham. Mr. Sam Bates is the proprietor here, and so he's sort of engineered and produced us, I suppose you could say.
It's always good. I've worked with Sam before, doing a couple of sessions and things. It's a great sound. As far as the drummer's concerned, it's a fantastic drum room. I thought my kit sounded good, but it just sounded absolutely amazing in this room. Very sort of big and Bonham-esque in the sense. It was really good.
What we were originally going to do is just bring everything in, mic up everything, and do live tracking and everything. Sam suggested that would be a bad idea because obviously anything you pick up, anybody makes a mistake, you have to start again. So instead, we mic'd up the kit, recorded that live with a DI on the bass guitar and a rhythm guitar for each. Different people playing different guitars on the tracks. And then we ran that signal back through our own amps.
What that does is allow you to isolate the drums and make them sound really big. So we were looking for like a real John Bonham style, like big sounding drums.
Spent a good couple of hours tuning the drums, and also the guitars are sounding big, especially through the amps, and then obviously in the actual mixing area as well.
When doing like the solos and stuff, I tend to sort of work with my sort of solo work, just improvise as I go along. So I've not got necessarily any sort of set way I'm going to sort of start or end the solo. So when I actually get into the studio and recording it, it's just whatever happens on the day really.
Your bass sound, did you manage to get the sound that you were looking for in the studio?
Yes, because we recorded everything through the one bass that I use, through the one amp that I use nowadays, basically. So I was really surprised that we just dialed in my settings, mic'd up the amp, and played all the tracks through it, pretty much. Had to make a few tweaks where I'd messed up, but not many, luckily.
She loves you, man, there's no way back for your old ways.
So tell me about She Loves You Man as a track.
Okay, so it's probably one of the quietest ones we've done to date. It's a nice little acoustic number, just sort of 6-string, 12-string, minimal percussion, really nice, mellow, slow track. It's come along quite nicely, I think.
So we recorded our first album, Salvation, at home. So we used our practice studio that we usually use to record in a live setting, a lot like we were going to do here, or what we did here. And I think the difference is you just don't get the access to the equipment that you do in a recording studio. So here at the Ladder Factory, they've got various like classic amps, the old AC30s. They've got various compressors and reverb modules and Moogs and microphones, and you would never have access to that sort of stuff if you don't come to a studio. And I think it was just a natural progression to come to a studio for us.
Songs are different in different fields. There's one song that's got sort of like a southern sort of laid back groove, and there's one song that's really hard hitting sort of punk, sort of like rancid sort of Alkaline Trio sort of drums to it. And one of the songs is a very jazzy sort of, a lot of ghost notes, lot going on, you know, and I could sort of, you know, release the inner Joe Morello, if you see what I mean, Dave Brubeck kind of thing.
My favourite sounding track is that we've done off this one is Drifting Away is my favourite track off this one, and I get to do some fun stuff in that, but it's not easy. So in that regard, it wasn't very fun, but that turned out really well, I think.
Most enjoyable track to record was Drifting Away for me, because, you know, it's got that sort of shuffle in it, and I switched between match and traditional grip, and everything, and that I really did enjoy recording that.
Having a wide variety of instruments available and equipment available to us, it's really helped the production of the track, and I think we've really hit the nail on the head with it. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for that.
I think overall, really pleased with how it's come out, and it's as a song as well. It's got quite a lot of dynamics to it, so I think it's quite an interesting song.